is Lalla the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. If you're enjoying this content, if you can consider hitting the subscribe button, that would be fan-dabby double dozy. And if you're not enjoying the content, if you can consider hitting it. Also, if you hit the like button, that is fantastic for me. I wish somebody out there would explain to me how you guys liking the video helps me, but I guess it does, because people have been watching. I have more people watching my videos since I'm asking people to do that, so I'm very appreciative. I am going to show my appreciation. I guess you guys like Doctor Who, because this is a Doctor Who video and you clicked on it, so I guess you're watching it. I'm giving away Doctor Who. While the new season of Doctor Who is running, each week I give away a DVD box set or a Blu-ray box set. This week is the Tom Baker set, the E-Space Trilogy. You can win it. All you need to do is subscribe to the channel. That's the important bit. And leave the hashtag Marshmen. The instructions are in the video notes. And it has, again, fantastic set. It has Full Circle, Warriors Gate, and State of Decay. Love State of Decay. Love me a bit of Terrence Dicks doing vampires. Although, if Paul Cornell wrote a sequel novel to it, one of the first of the Virgin Missing Adventures, and the cover for that was so much better than which was set in the same place, was so much better than the visuals in this episode. But never mind. Which I knew who painted that. Was it Alistair Pearson? I really don't know. And I can't remember the book's title. What was it? Because I read it. I don't know. Okay, but I also remember they had Nyssa with like blood stains on her dress, which they then erased because they thought it was too violent on that book cover. Good book cover. Okay, so that was Doctor Who back 10, 20 years ago. Doctor Who today. I just read this article on Digital Spy confirming why I hate Digital Spy. It's not really hatred, but like, why I have a problem with Digital Spy and why I have a problem with the current era of Doctor Who. Because of people like this. There's so many people who I think are genuinely mentally ill. It just blows my mind. So Digital Spy has this article. Doctor Who writers have listened to the critics and paying off in a big way. Oh, really? Really? Are they? Okay, the main criticism has been a horribly preachy show with a terribly miscast Doctor. They're my criticism, so let's see if they listen to them. Note, wibbly wobbly spoiler warning for Doctor Who Season 12, Episode 6. Okay, I'm ready to go. Before Doctor Who flipped the script with Ruth's big reveal. Flipping the script, you mean tearing up 50 years of canon. Fans were already doing cartwheels. No, they won't, in their living room, thanks to the return of Jack Harkness. No, fans weren't doing cartwheels in their living room. You got a 150,000 viewer bump. That was it, okay? Oh, actually, no, also in the iPlayer ratings, you got I would say 250,000 extra viewer bump. That was them doing cartwheels. You're still, the ratings are still in free fall. The metrics of the season are going to be, this is going to be the lowest rated season, and Jodie Whittaker will be the lowest rated Doctor, at least since 2005. Well, let's say since '89. I really got to go back and look at the viewing figures for the classic era, but that is going to happen. There's no way around it now, unless there's like a major resurgence in popularity. Either this week, next week, or the week after, will the final ratings will I believe will dip below 5.12, making her the lowest rated Doctor of all time. The season average will continue to be the lowest rated season average of all time. Yes, not of all time, of the post 2005 era. Okay, so they had people doing cartwheels because Captain Jack returned. I was actually kind of happy to see Captain Jack return, but it did smack to me of a bit of desperation. But okay, here we get into the first realizations we're dealing with deep mental illness. While the queer icon didn't appear long, that's true, Season 12's next episode, Praxius made up for this in a big way by introducing a same-sex couple who both took a key central role in the story, complete with some bisexual lighting too. What is bisexual lighting? Honestly, somebody explain that to me. Okay. So tokenism does not represent diversity. Tokenism does not represent diversity. Tokenism represents racism. Tokenism represents racism. So by having this gay couple in this episode, again, I want to ask anybody out there, and again, anybody out there, have you ever met somebody who dislikes another person because of their sexual orientation? Have you ever even met such a person? I haven't. Now, let me put that in context. I'm a rabbi. I'm an Orthodox Jewish rabbi, which means my morality comes directly from the Old Testament, which isn't too LGBTQ friendly, right? So it's really kind of clear. It's not too pro same-sex marriage. And that's my genuine morality. But also part of my morality is to view people as people. People are people. People are not their surface characteristic or their sexual orientation or their skin color. People are people. And if you don't view people as people, there's something wrong with you. There's something twisted about you. There's something that's broken within you. And I think that is what we're seeing right now. But this is what this article is talking about. Back when Jodie Whittaker was first announced as the new Doctor, executive producer Matt Stevens promised the new series would incorporate LGBTQ plus issues and representation. Again, you were just doing cartwheels about Captain Jack Harkness coming back. Captain Jack, fantastic way of having gay representation in the show. Why? Because that wasn't the entirety of him. That was a part of him. He was a completely, fully, well-rounded character. These characters you bring in, they're brought in to be gay. They're brought in to be black. They're brought in to be women. They're not brought in to be people. What's wrong with them? This is just what is wrong with you, these people? I think Doctor Who has been amazing at blurring the edges of sexuality and being quite gender fluid. Again, if you're trans, I have nothing against you. Okay? If you're trans, I genuinely have nothing against you. I will call you whatever pronoun I will try and call you whatever pronoun that you want. I'm not going to go for a Z or here. I'll call if you want to look. If you're a biological male and you want to be a woman, I'll call you Miss. Okay, I'll call you. I will try to look. If you look very mannish, if you have still have a beard, it's going to be hard. But okay, that happens sometimes. And if you're biological female and you want to be a male, I'll call you the male pronoun. I'll do that. I don't mind. But here's what I won't do. I won't agree with you that this insanity is science, because it's not. It just isn't. For 99.9% of our species, for the entirety of human history, there has been two genders, male and female. That's just the reality. And I'm sorry that upsets some people, but that's still the reality. Here's what you got to understand. We can have differences of opinion and still be friends. We can. I have many Christian friends. I don't believe that Jesus was the Messiah, because I'm a bloody rabbi. For God's sake, yeah. But that doesn't mean I dislike my Christian friends because they happen to have a different outlook to me. Because I look at them, because I don't look at them as their these surfaces. I look at them as people, which is what moral people should do, which is not the people running Doctor Who or the people writing this article. I'm not going to say if any of our characters are not at this point, but it is part, I think, of the DNA that Russell imbued in the show, that the characters will be from across the spectrum. Yeah, okay, that's not what that's what everybody imbued as the DNA of the show, because Doctor Who has people in it, and people are diverse. You don't need to. The people don't need to be wearing hats with their different characteristics on them. Hello, I'm a homosexual. Oh, hello, I am African American. Nice to meet you. Are we allowed to touch each other? What's wrong with you? Unfortunately, this year's most notable LGBTQ plus character up until now became famous for all the wrong reasons. Wait for it. It's going to get worse. During last year's New Year's Day special, a gay character was killed off in less than 30 seconds after the sexuality was revealed. Okay, so we had two problems there. One, they were revealed to be gay for zero reason whatsoever. That had nothing to the character, and was tokenism, which makes you a freaking racist. And the second problem is they got all butthurt that they were killed. What? Gay people can't die according to the blue check Twitter Taliban. The next line answers the question. Twitter was less than pleased, and they list a bunch of people with rainbows in their names in their Twitter handles saying what racist, sexist. Let's see what idiots people said. Starting off the 2019 with a bury your gays trope is not how I wanted to start this year. Thanks. Hashtag Doctor Who. Because that didn't happen. You're crazy. You're crazy. Nobody. If that's how you view the world, you are mentally ill, and we should not be catering to you. We should be trying to treat you. Bury your gays refers to an old Hollywood trope where queer-coded characters, what on earth is a queer-coded characters, were punished, often murdered, for simply being who they were. Unfortunately, that tradition still continues to say, no, it doesn't, you insane people! Ah! With the recent examples being the death of Lexa on 100 and Dennis Cloyd on The Walking Dead. Again, if you think people are of a protected class, that their fictional representations cannot meet any adversity, then you are crazy. While it's vital that queer characters are treated like any other character, other than killing them, obviously, is damaging to see underrepresenting groups killed off disproportionately. Compared to the straight counterparts. How do people go through life looking at the world this way? These are Nazis. Oh my God! Person writing this is a Nazi. They have the same understanding of eugenics as Nazis. At one point, it seems in the latest episode, Doctor Who was about to follow this nasty trend. For the most part, Praxis astronaut Adam Lang lives on the brink of death thanks to the alien virus. The alien virus, which he caught in Hong Kong, apparently. Not in space, where he just fell from. No, he got it in Hong Kong. Was going through his husband, Jake. And I tell you, these were the two least convincing gay people I've ever seen on TV ever. There was nothing that screamed gay to me about them at all. Although, why not look stupid if they actually are gay in real life? I don't know why they didn't act a bit more kind of gay-ish, more realistically gay. His husband Jake Willis stays by his side the whole time, fighting to save the love of his life. Towards the end of the episode, a successful cure is found, but just before the Doctor can spread the cure to the rest of the population, the ship's autopilot breaks in a incredible move of plot device. In a bid to save the world and finally achieve something meaningful in his life, Jake decides to stay behind and sacrifice himself. Really? Yeah, who didn't see that coming? Oh, you know who didn't see that coming? Jodie Whittaker's Doctor, because she's a moron. She's a moron who these people idolize. For a minute there, it really does seem like the writer's about to rip these two lovers apart. Oh no, because they're gay, and gay people can't experience any adversity. Giving into the trope we've seen play out many times before, only in your head. It's like, when you say you see Nazis everywhere. It's all in your own head. Why are we reshaping our entire culture for a handful of deluded people on Twitter? However, the Doctor manages to save the day at the last possible second by materializing TardisZone around him just before the ship breaks up completely. What looked like another example of queer tragedy actually came out to be far happier end than we expected. And even before that, the Praxis writing team slowed things down more to explore the nuances of Adam's and Jake's relationship. Although it didn't really it didn't convince me at all. At one point, Jake reveals to Graham that he never felt good enough for Adam, and he's riddled with insecurities, which almost broke them up for good. For a long time, LGBTQ plus fans, it's encouraging Doctor Who dive deeper into its usually into queer relationships beyond just a token mentioning of sexuality. That's basically all you got. This is again, you want to see them delve deeper. Look at the Russell T Davies era. Don't look at the Chris Chibnall era. And again, Russell T Davies, he wrote people as people. He just wrote people as people. He didn't write them as gay people or Muslim people. He wrote people as people because he loves people, and you can see in his work he loves people. You can see in Chibnall's work his disdain and fear of people. Yes, we had a queer companion on the show before. Oh, really? Nobody ever mentioned? Oh, wait a minute. No, Billy did mention like every 20 seconds. Oh, by the way, I'm gay. Yes, that's the only thing I didn't like about season 10, really, was I need to constantly mention that she's gay. It's fine that you're gay, Bill. It's fine. Although now you're a Cyberman at the end of it. Oh, no, you got turned back to being a person again. It's lovely that you're gay. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. That again, and the way that Paul Mackie played her. Yeah, she really kind of sold it in that she didn't make that a central focus of her identity. That was only in the script of her. And let's not forget, Torchwood gave the gays everything they wanted to. Yeah, in that first season of Torchwood, everybody has a same-sex relationship of some kind or other. Even Owen Harper, which I still just never bought. You know, that just seemed like a genderizing for a genderizing sake. However, this episode feels completely progressive spin. Feels completely progressive given what happened on the New Year's Day special. Oh my God, they killed off a gay character who they mentioned they're gay for no apparent reason whatsoever. Not to mention the current lack of LGBTQ plus characters on the show. You do realise that the main character wears a giant rainbow on a frickin' chest? Like, how much more representation do you want? It's almost like the writers deliberately misled us here. Yeah, they misled us that we're watching Doctor Who by setting up a bury your gays moment. Oh God, stop it with this insanity. There's no bury your gays moment, only to subvert it. Oh, they love a bit of subvertive expectations completely. And honestly, that wouldn't surprise us one bit. Along with there's Lone Cyberman Mystery, which I forgot about, and the Ruth teases season 12 might just be the twistiest season of Doctor Who we've seen since the BBC first announced a female Doctor will be appearing on our screen. The twistiest season, that's this year? This is the twistiest season over the last year and a half. Okay. This is what we're dealing with here. This is the problem that we have in the world. That we have mentally ill people in charge of our culture. I beg you, I beseech you. We need to have our franchises surgically removed from anybody who has anything like this going on in their head. Anybody who thinks this is a normal article written for normal people, written for sane people, anybody who thinks that they're not a massive racist or sexist or bigot for having these outlooks, then you really just need to check into some kind of therapy very, very quickly. Or maybe it's me. Maybe I need to go because this seems to be the world today. Well, no, it's not. You know, I'm going to stand strong here. This is crazy, and we're not going to go in for the crazy. My name is Phelan Becken, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, subscribe, ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. And if you want to win those DVDs, don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe is the important bit, and leave the hashtag Marshmen. Have yourself a fantastic day.